Hey, so I got a few things to say today, and I'm just going to make a series of small videos just to kind of get some information out there for people. Um, I want to take a moment here and address something that's really big in the world right now that's happening, and I think it's really an interesting experience. You know, there's been a huge distraction. All of a sudden, COVID isn't a big thing anymore. Vax pass, masks, all that crap has been sort of cast at the way by the wayside here as we all focus on Ukraine. We all focus on Ukraine. God bless the people of Ukraine. They're being liberated. Do not kid yourself. Turn off your mainstream media because they're lying to you. They're showing you fake clips and all kinds of crap that's not even real, by the way. It's not even real. Some of it's even been already outed as video game footage, for God's sakes. Like, come on, people. This is ridiculous. How much of a show do we really need here? People of Ukraine are being liberated, okay? There is absolutely horrible forces that have been holding that country under siege for a really long time. And they, thanks to the Russian army and Belarus and others, are being liberated from that oppression. Don't kid yourself. There is way more going on behind the scenes here than anybody is actually showing you. So just please be aware of that at least. Know that there's so much behind the scenes. Do you know that there's all kinds of U.S. things all around the borders of Russia that have been built and set up to intimidate Russia? And they're being threatened left and right, like all the way around their country. The U.S. has gone in there and built bioweapon labs. Biolabs, what for? Is there anywhere else in the world you guys can go? No, you got to set up shop all the way around Russia. You don't think that's going to intimidate Putin and have him sort of thinking, hey, what's going on here? You know, like, you guys got me surrounded. You're kind of going to ambush me or what? Like, we don't know what he was thinking. We don't know what he was feeling. And we just know that, according to him anyway, NATO promised to stay the hell away from his borders. And what did they do? They closed in. They didn't stay away at all. They set up shops all around. So there's that. The fact of the matter is, some of the Ukrainian stuff that, we see on the TV and stuff like that, that's the Ukrainians being bombed by Ukrainians, right? Like, their oppressive captors are doing this stuff. Have you seen their president? Like, give me a break. This is a guy who's a comedian who actually did a TV show where a teacher loses his shit and decides, he should be a better president than the current running. And next thing you know, he wakes up or something, and in the end, he's president of this country. Like, that's not in your face. I don't even know. I mean, and here he is doing these videos. Like, we're all looking at these videos going, that can't be real. That can't be real. It's real. This guy's a freak. Come on. Honestly, he is just such a puppet that has been put in place to, really the extremes, people. Like, how extreme does it have to get before people wake up and go, wait a minute, this can't be real. Magic is real. And that's what they're using. It's a big old illusion. The whole thing is just a big old magic show. So Ukraine, way, way more going on. You know that there are currently four children of very affluential U.S. politicians who actually work for companies and sit on the boards of companies from Ukraine, like gas and oil companies and energy companies and stuff. Like, isn't that kind of a conflict of interest? I would think so. And there certainly would be reason to investigate, but guess that's not happening, right? Paul Pelosi, one of them. Hunter Biden sat on the board of Burisma. The man wasn't qualified for anything, and yet he got millions of dollars from this company. You know what? There's something way bigger going on. Come on. Who else is it? Schumer. Chuck Schumer's kid. Yeah, he's on there too. He's on one of those boards. They all work out of Ukraine. You don't think for a minute that there's some serious money laundering perhaps going down? And then let's just talk for one more minute about the prosecutors from Ukraine who, about 2 years ago, just prior to November 2020, came out with allegations that Hunter Biden illegally accepted money and paid Big Daddy a portion of it as, part of his deal. And Big Daddy at the time was VP of the U.S. That is completely illegal. And what we're noticing is that they swept all that under the carpet just before the election, because you can't have that. The Hunter Biden laptop story and all of that stuff just went whoosh right under the carpet, and totally nobody was thinking about that, because the next big deal was election fraud. Of course, of course. One distraction after another. Look over here, 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 look over here. Baffling us with bullshit, disorienting us like we're, you know, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So the point is that Hunter Biden has serious ties here. And what happened was he was being investigated many years ago when Joe was still VP with Obama there. And Joe went in there with loan guarantees from the U.S. government and said $1 billion worth, by the way, said to the Ukraine, you fire that prosecutor or you don't get the $1 million. You don't get the $1 billion. Sorry. I mean, and there's YouTube videos of this, of him actually saying this to the public. And what happened? The guy got fired. What his name was? Victor, I can't remember his last name now. But anyway, Victor. And he is also resurfaced. And these prosecutors, Ukrainian prosecutors, have also resurfaced with their case once again against the U.S. government and Joe Biden specifically, and Hunter Biden. It's coming out, people. So don't for a minute be fooled, okay? And Putin's not a madman. Let me tell you right now, Putin stood up to the Satanists and the Luciferians, and he said, get the hell out of my country. Take your centralized banking system and get the fuck out of my place. You're not welcome here. And they don't like that, right? Just like a certain other political figure who in recent past years was also the subject of a lot of targeted misinformation. Interesting how it was always about Russia too, huh? Notice that? Anyway, because I don't like Putin. And Putin don't like them either. And the bottom line is this. He's not going to let them do that crap in his country. And as long as he's there running the show, they're not. And they don't like that. So they're after Putin. You can bet your ass they're after Putin big time. And so that's what he's doing. He says, no, you get out of my country. We're not following things your way. You guys are all a bunch of crazy Satanists, and I'm not into that crap. And he's not. And he's not. And actually, I think it was back in 2014 that Jacob Rothschild, I believe it was, actually called out Putin and said, you know, he's against the New World Order. We don't like him, basically, and to sum it up, right? Yeah. And that's when they knew, right? 2014, that's about the time they knew. You're not going to get Russia. Big Bear is not going to be playing that game. So here we are. Think about that. There's a lot of stuff going down in the world. Ukraine is just a distraction. Don't let it be a distraction. Right here in Canada, we have 3 bills in the Senate that are under review and under reading right now, that if they go through, we're in some serious trouble here. We the people have got to wake up and stand up for ourselves, our sovereignty. And don't be fooled. Wake up to the truth. They've played us for fools far too long now. Do not let them play you for a fool any longer. At all. You know? I'll tell you something. You want to know some truth? You want to learn some truth? You want to find out some stuff? And even if you don't really feel it's truth right away, just at least watch it. Be open to watching it. It's a different perspective, a different opinion, a different set of ideas or constructs. Be open to it, though. And then weigh it out for yourself. See for yourself if you feel it rings truth with you. If it resonates, then it's true for you. Everybody has individual truth, and then there's objective truth. There's like a universal truth, but everybody has truth. And the idea is that you go to these alternative places and look for some truth, because you're not getting it from the mainstream. You're not getting it from me. Do you know? This is amazing. You know, we're not allowed to protest here in our own country for our own freedoms, but it's okay for us to protest for other countries' freedoms. What? Where the hell are we? Right? Come on, people. Here we are. And they just keep shoving it at you so that you finally do wake up, because it has to get to be such an extreme for people to finally say, wait a minute. Just wait a minute. Do not be fooled. Do not be fooled. They are preying on the stupid because they think they've made us stupid. We're not, by any means, stupid. So, think about those things. Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, Burisma, the other 3 political people whose children currently and have in the past held positions that have netted them a lot of money from Ukrainian companies. Do you know Ukraine is actually, you can Google this, there's plenty of articles out there, is actually a major hub for human trafficking? Do you know that? And how often have we heard of Russian mail order brides and stuff like that, right? Well, yeah, they tried it, and Putin said, forget it, you're not doing that crap here. And we don't hear about that stuff anymore. But we do hear about a lot of stuff coming through Ukraine and places like Taiwan, China. And watch, they're next. Mark my words. But, yeah, that's right, trafficking. Look it up. There's plenty of articles. Plenty of articles. Do you know they pay the most for energy? Like, they have hardly any money. These people are making minimal money, and half of their monthly money that they're making in a month has to go to their heating costs. Do you know why? Because these political people are on the boards and the companies jack the prices 100%. For these people to pay that, they're making a pittance. How are they supposed to? You're totally subservient to your government then. So you don't freeze to death. It's disgusting. And they're letting it happen. So, discernment is everything. Because the truth is at the core. Keep looking. Keep digging. Keep exploring. See what you discover. It's pretty amazing. So watch what's going on. The Ukraine is a very important part of this game. And keep this in mind too, right? This is just one giant game. Risk, life, and monopoly. All rolled into one. Watch. Get your popcorn out.